What's on the track? might, too much, you 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 might, too much. Too many crabs in a barrel, but I'd rather hang around family and battle. It's too much, too many dripping in sauce, and I ain't hating on nobody, they can get lost. It's too much, trying to help a nigga out. The only thing they care about is internet cloud. It's too much, niggas sounding like each other and they all dead wrong, they don't even get along. Too much, you might, 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 too much drip, you might slip, 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 too much.
BOS on the track.
Cause I don't play clown. Take that with you on the way down. Up in the way, cause I don't play clown. Take that with you on the way down.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal.
And what I'm trying to explain to you, ladies and gentlemen, is the real world that our children live in. Not the ideal one that we want them to live in. Not this wonderful world that we pray that will come here one day, but the real world that they have to live in. You want to know why they're acting so crazy? You want to know why they're doing the things that they're doing? Because we have not prepared them to live in this real world. We have sent them through 12 years of school teaching them this dumb stuff that doesn't work, and when they go out and try to apply it and get killed for it, we are not there.
Me an animal. I eat a fake motherfucker like a cannibal. And I don't even understand how he got that far. Cause every time he write a rhyme, it's about his goddamn car. You know the top 10 hottest in the fucking game? Well, 8 of them niggas fucking lame. It's a fucking shame how y'all put them on a pedestal. But I figure you ain't got nothing better to do.
Welcome. It's Sunday. Welcome to Mrs.SheSaid's Shame Sunday.
Shame. Shame.
Welcome. Hope everybody is well. You guys had a good weekend. Glad to see y'all here, pulling up and popping in. Much appreciated. Please take the time and hit that like button. Share this content with somebody you think who would appreciate it. It is Sunday, and y'all know how I get down. It's kind of a recap from last week. So if you checked it out, talked about the exposure to social media for our children, what's appropriate, what's inappropriate. And we need more conscious parenting and responsible media consumption for our children. So even if you are not exposing them to it, when they get to school, they're being exposed. we're going to talk about it today. I'm going to shed some light on it. We're going to hear some opinions of some of our icons. And I'm going to give you some positive female rap. I actually got some lyrics yet again. So we're going to build on that. And, you know, let's go for it. How y'all doing? Appreciate y'all popping up in the chat. First things first, there's a poll in the chat. Okay, moderator, I appreciate that. There's a poll in the chat. Did you sign the petition yet? If not, please go over to change.com and read change.org. Thank you. And read the petition. If you agree, please sign and share it with anyone you think would agree. Enough is enough. Wake up, protect the children. Parental guidance and accountability is lacking. And we need to get back there. Because our children are, y'all know, y'all been here before. It's kind of our fault. Paris Dunbar's in the building. How you doing? What up, everybody? Today is Take Heed's birthday. Take heed to the message. Happy birthday, sister. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you many more. You all appreciate it. Definitely appreciate your morning messages. And please take heed to them, you guys. Mandrell is in the building. Mr. Harris is in the building. I appreciate you, brother, for pulling up and popping in. Hope you caught the stream last week. It was unique, man. The female rappers of today are promoting a lot of whoredism, pimping, just ratchetness. There's no content in their music besides that, promoting this type of identity and image for us Black women. And it's a damn shame. We are all not the same. We are all not the same. And we're all put in the same category. I'm drawing a line. Got to take a stand, pick a side. Because our little girls are coming up. And they are not making good, healthy decisions because we're not educating them on top of the content that they're getting from social media and school and peers. You have to be the solidified foundation for your children before we send them out into the world. They're going to learn a lot of shit. Okay. When you're a latchkey kid out in communities where it's not thriving. Oh yeah. It's a lot of self-destruction, especially if they're not aware. And being that Roe versus Wade has been overturned, our young ladies are being stuck. And it's because of the lack of education. Knowledge comes from home about their body and fertilization and ovulation and boys' bodies and sex and intercourse. All these things need to be discussed. I got an article as well. Our young ladies, again, history is repeating itself, throwing newborn babies in the trash, y'all. Not just one, in multiple different states. They need to be aware of this Roe versus Wade, the abortions that are not permitted. They need to know all of this because it's getting to 18 and 19 and acting like you just don't know. And the cluelessness and the lack of comprehension is amazing. It's amazing. And we have such a habit of blaming everybody, everything, society, the schools, the system. What about the parents, the people who are responsible for these children, to educate them, to give them all this knowledge, especially us women, when it comes to our vaginas, the reproductive system, allowing access, not giving access. It needs to be promoted. But when you think about the music and the media, that's all that's promoted is sex, fucking, and it's exposed to all of our children. Everything, commercials, little kid cartoons, anime that you do not know that they are watching. You have to be present. You have to be involved. You have to pay attention and understand that there is context in the things that they are watching. And you have to give them the clues. You have to break it down for a better understanding. Hurts my heart to see these news articles with these young ladies putting babies in the trash, y'all. when there have been so many provisions set for us. You don't want a baby? Go put it in a box. Go put it at the fire station. Go put it at the hospital with no consequences. It's been said. It's here. Why are they still doing this? How do you not know your young girls are pregnant for 9, 10 months? How do you not know? Lack of conscious parenting. We are all so strung on getting the bag, and we're forgetting about the children. And when I look at the female rap industry, they're promoting nothing but hoardism. Even when I try to search for good, healthy rap for females, it's not looking good. So the over-sexualization of our children and our women are being done by women, not just men, women. Pick a side. Pick a side. Sign that petition if you agree. Freedom of speech is becoming derogatory, disrespectful, very inappropriate, and it's grooming our children to accept all kind of sexual advances, thinking that it's okay for being choked and spit on and head and licking asses. Like, come on. The kids know these songs, y'all. They know them. And it's a
damn, son.
It's a disgrace. Pick a side. We're going to have a look at this article. Kayla Williams, Alabama. This 18-year-old young woman is now facing capital murder charges in Alabama. Teenage mom threw her live newborn baby inside a trash compactor at a local dumpster. In Dothan, the Dothan police, they say that Miss Williams' baby boy was found dead after officers searched an area landfill and located his remains inside a load of trash. Here we go. Fair use for education purpose. Other articles. Y'all get the gist of it. But this is happening a lot more now. And I have to turn back to parents, mothers, fathers. We have to educate our children. Those are our grandbabies in the trash. Those are our grandbabies in the trash. We're heartless. It's heartless. 18-year-old females, heartless. And I say this because the education, the resources, the provisions that have been set over the last 30 years because of this, this is not new. Promote conscious parenting. Your children will be behind bars for the rest of their life. A child is not even safe in the womb of their mother. Where are children safe? Where are they safe? It's a sad day. We should all be ashamed. We place so much excuses on the system, on the city, on the federal government, on the school. It's our responsibility. We got to get back to that. It has a lot to do with this damn media and everything that's exposed to our children. They are so desensitized from human decency, kindness, genuinely knowing who you are. Children are so lost. Did you see how she looked with her red frontal, never sexy red? Are children inspired by this ratchet whore of a female rapper? I said it. I'm still looking for names. Put them names in the chat. The new rap today for our females. What we gonna call it? So many names I can put on it. It would be too long. Quantum's in the building. Hey sis, welcome. Peace, everyone. Steve, we here is in the building. How you doing, brother? Welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you. We're talking about promoting conscious parenting. Have you signed the petition? Please go over to change.org and read it. If you agree, sign. Because where we are today, it's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse if we don't recognize it, acknowledge it, try to censor it as much as we can. We know in society there's free speech, so censoring it completely will probably be very hard. But acknowledging parents being more responsible when it comes to these children. Understanding is very important. It's the ability to understand something, to comprehend, aware of others' feelings, tolerant and forgiving. It's hard to learn. Temperance is also hard to learn. Quality of moderation, self-restraint. It's hard. Saying no, being on the good side. It's easy to be bad. It's easy to make bad decisions, to be foolish. It's easy. Reality TV is definitely destroying the Black women's image, and I'm not sure if y'all care. Do you care? Too many excuses of I don't see that. And when I lived in a certain community, I didn't see it either. So I can understand that. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist, though. And your children are watching it. They're getting it in school if they ain't getting it at home. Pay attention. Ask those open-ended questions to these children. Get feedback. Especially about sex. It's very important. Kids are doing a lot of things. You know, it's always been. But now we're aware. You were a child. You were in environments. Grew up in the hood. We was definitely in some environments. Latchkey kids. There was no parental guidance around. So I know it personally. So we got to do a better job with monitoring our children and what they're watching, who they're exposed to, who they're around. It's okay to say no. Stand on your shit. Stand firm. Tell them why. Tell them why. Give them reasons, because there are. Don't be afraid to say it. Tell them the truth. World class is in the building. I got a video for y'all. Social media is definitely not just social media, TV, movies. It's pretty much giving Black women image, a horrible reflection. And we're going to check it out. The information man is in the building. Welcome. Appreciate you. There's a poll in there. Have you signed the petition? Change.org, promoting conscious parenting and media consumption for the children. Because if you watched last week and saw all of the Black women, female rappers that we have today, what they're promoting, it's a goddamn shame, and it's disgraceful.
How do you feel about reality TV?
I hate it.
Why?
It destroys the image of Black women in America. As the Black woman goes, so goes Black society. You would be hard pressed to find a show where you actually see black women who are actual entrepreneurs, not some fun little boutique in the mall, not a kiosk, not I've got an eyelash line, but actual entrepreneurs. You know what you do see though? A bunch of women who are throwing drinks at each other, talking bad about each other, talking about each other, smiling in each other's faces, backstabbing, and then that image goes out into the world. So then you wonder why so many black women are quote unquote not protected, not respected, treated like they're animals. You wonder why when you go to a hospital, they say, oh, she don't need anesthesia. You're strong and independent because that's the image that's out there. You're loud, you're boisterous, you're wig wearing, you got snuffle up against eyebrows out there, you got a BBL that's killing you and your thighs don't match. And then let's not get started on what they do to black men. They're either completely emasculated or there's some type of thug Tupac caricature that completely eliminates the ability to express our intelligence, our creativity, and our need to not only protect, provide, but actually nurture a woman in a place where she can feel safe to be who she is. And then on top of that, you can't point to a reality show that does not have somebody who does not look like us at the helm, up to including the Love and Hip Hop ones, because everybody focuses on how bad Mona Scott is, but nobody says anything about Jim Ackerman.
I agree with him. I agree. Reality TV over the last 20, because that article I just showed y'all was a young 18-year-old. So if this child or any of our children have been exposed to any of it, the Love and Hip Hops, I was watching that back in the day. Them shows was coming on almost 15 years ago. Cypher's 18. Yeah, over 15 years ago. If they ever walked in the room, it was muted, it was low, they couldn't hear. I would have the captions on, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I would say to my husband, is this TV? Like, this is real? I can't believe they're really acting like that. So if our young children have been watching these things over the last 20 years, you don't think that they're influenced, that their parents are influenced and picking up a lot of these behaviors, this cantankerousness, these frontals, these lashes, these long alligator freaking nails? Huh? Where they get it from? Got it from somewhere. They just said, oh, this is beautiful and I'm going to do it. We're so easily influenced and led astray, but won't admit it. Shit is amazing. It's amazing. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about social media, reality TV affecting the young minds of these 20-year-olds and under? Because it's been on. And parents don't censor shit. We know this. Y'all been putting y'all children on social media as well, and they're showing proof that you're not teaching them shit. You put the most ratchet things on social media of our children. Like it's okay. Like it's okay. The world class. To be fair, they did all of that before reality TV ever was created. Absolutely. Obviously it adds, but it's not the root problem. Absolutely. Of course, we can't just jump into anything being the one root problem. Might be in the damn DNA. I'm just saying. But there's a lot of them. But this has been an influence, because when I was coming up, there were parents who were called couch potato parents. So they were couch parents. They did their parenting from the couch. It was a thing. A reality information man show. It has destroyed the image of Black women, but overall, it has destroyed the image of Black people. Absolutely. It destroyed the Black man first. This is why we don't fuck with y'all the way we do, right? Our mentalities come from that. They destroyed y'all's image and we agreed with it. And when I see a lot of women who say and claim they had their father and their father was so good, I'm confused on where they get this idea of this horrible, bad, destroyable man. Like, what's really good? I thought it was the women who didn't have fathers who behaved this way. I don't know. Notorious Ruthless Media is in the building. Welcome, brother. It's no longer just an image. It is reality. Absolutely. For years, I've been saying, are they depicting our reality, or is reality depicting what's happening on media? They writing it off of our scripts, how we behave. Because a lot of behavior is real. It's real. And we should be disgraced. I mean, we should be ashamed. We should be upset. Because we all say, I see people on these panels and it's like, or even in real life, I don't behave like that. We all don't behave like that. But we all placed in the same box. All of us. Get me too riled up, I'm going to act cantankerous and act the fool, huh? We all got it. That's why understanding and restraint are the two hardest things that you could ever learn. Self-control, discipline. The refrigerator mother. The couch mom. It's now the phone mom, the text mom, whatever. The TikTok mom. Absolutely a crew. It's a different world for our kids. And they have no clue. They have no clue. I don't know how many grown kids you guys have, but a lot of them, they get older, even with all the memories, all the pictures, they don't remember a lot. They don't remember a lot of their little childhood from 1 to 9. It's a lot. Kids don't remember. They remember a lot of emotional things. But we are setting their tone by putting them on this social media, doing all kinds of ratchet stuff. And the schools ain't no better. Some communities, the teachers promote it. They praise it. They're all for it. We're going to listen to Sister Soldier real quick because, she's been speaking for years. I don't know if y'all noticed. Sister The Coldest Winter Ever was one of the greatest books to read as a young sister coming up in the hood in that kind of reality, giving me a reflection again of what I don't want. I don't want to be, I don't want to get caught up in, especially growing up in those types of communities. I mean, it's easy. It's easy to get in there. It's very easy. You're groomed for it. But there's a way out. There's another way. Let's listen to Sister Soldier talk about the war.
I don't make my work for you to interpret it. I make it for Black young people so that they can understand that we are at war, that we have to be strong-minded, that we have to be productive, that we have to be unafraid of expressing ourselves and getting what we want in this society.
But isn't there a danger in telling young people, encouraging them to be militant? Aren't you taking them down a track that can only lead to a cul-de-sac and at the same time alienating a lot of people who really don't understand or accept or even grasp that militant language?
Well, what most people who know my work know is that I don't only teach young Blacks to be militant, I teach them to be intelligent, substantive, to make analysis. I think that America has to stop painting young Black people as being uncivilized and irrational, which is what they've done in the coverage of this story in Los Angeles.
Uncivilized and irrational. It's 30 years later. 30 years later. And it's a reality. It ain't fake. It's us people as a whole. Lacking comprehension. Don't have no clue about the militants. Everywhere we've moved to, every community we lived in, they've always thought we were military. For one, we move. But for two, the militants in us to come to our home and see that shit is in order. There's structure, there's order. When you're a child and you grow up in that type of chaos, how it made you feel, think, made me be a very conscious parent. And no shade to my parents. They did what they had to do. I understand that time. I understand their relationship, the things that they went through, their mindsets. I understand it. I comprehend. I forgive. And in turn, I try to reflect what I've learned, the lack of the blueprint I was given to make sure I don't repeat those cycles in my family with my children. And it has not been easy. And that consciousness kicks in when I communicate with them. Open-ended questions, man. They open up, they blossom, they want to be heard. You have to listen. You have to listen. But you have to treat them with respect and kindness. Our children haven't been getting that. Mothers are spiteful, mean, disrespectful, bitter. They lack discipline. They're uncivilized and irrational, like Sister Soldier said. So has media been educating us? Been watching too much, taking on these personas, thinking that, you're speaking your mind when it sounds like fucking gibberish. Bullshit, ain't helping nobody, inspiring nobody, motivating anyone. We got to do better. These people are visionaries. See Deloris Tucker, Sister Soldier, Lauryn Hill, Queen Latifah. These are the people who inspire me. I need positivity. The negativity will send you down a road of destruction, self-destruction. I'm not there. I'm trying to get our people out of there. There is a light. Greetings, OG Patrice. Welcome, sister. Appreciate you pulling up and popping in. Let's get to some of these comments. Information Man chimed in. We have to start from scratch and build from complete scratch a new audiology. Starts with you, the person you see in the mirror. Y'all know how I preach Michael Jackson, man, the man in the mirror. Human nature. They don't care about us. Visionary. I don't know if y'all were listening, comprehending. Because absolutely, so many things in my life had to look in the mirror and change change my mindset, my way of thinking, my easily to respond to emotional thinking. It's not easy. OG Patrice chimed in. We see how things are coming full circle in our culture. It's prophetic. Love me some Sister Soldier. And these are the things that us, at our ages needed to be passing down to the young youth coming up behind us. We have to pass the knowledge down. We have to make them aware, even if they go out and get the foolery, they come home and they get the vegetables. They know what's at home, what's in the car when we riding. Shout out to those people who post them awesome car rides with the kids singing the old school jams of Al Green and, the good stuff. It's a lot of those healthy ones out there, but I seem to get a lot of coverage of the little ones whose parents are exposing them to way too much. So, the teachers are putting your children on social media. I would hope that right? Teachers ask these kids some questions of, what's their favorite song? So we're going to listen. We're going to listen to a couple of those kids. They little kids. They know some of these songs, y'all. Shout out to the educators, man. They trying their best, but some of them are doing too much. What y'all think? Wait, what? Rewind that. Kids are so cute. That's what it says.
What's your song?
I'm at time.
What? Wait. Was that one of the verses from the lyrics I read last Sunday? That wasn't Never Sexy. This baby is singing, right? First one up. Baby know the song. Said, what's your song? This the song she chooses to sing. Gotta be first grade. Let's see who else is on the line.
What's your song?
I'm at time.
Oh.
Yeah.
My red light. No.
Go ahead.
He is trying to see me, and trying to see me, and trying to say what's up.
Oh, wait a minute. Was that a chorus? Was that the stopping at the red light song? Yeah, the babies. This is their song. This they song. This they song. They know
Damn,
this song.
son.
A apple at.
God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man.
I don't like this. Like, this is a problem. This is a problem. And teacher think it's cute.
He is trying to see me, and trying to see me, and trying to say what's up. Go. Downtown, going downtown.
Oh no, it's another one.
Ooh.
It's another one, y'all. These are our babies. Big side. Ladies, you should be upset with this. This should upset you. It should upset you. This is not what should be being done in school, okay? At circle time or free time. This is what's coming out of their mouths, and she's recording it. So, you know, they see her response to it, right? So they like, I'm going to sing something else my mama has singing. They don't know. They don't know what they're singing. Some of them may know what they're singing. Got to promote conscious parenting. This is not. These babies should not know these songs. Tone and everything.
Ooh. All right. Just say it, girl. Ooh. 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 That's all you know? Bye.
That's a-
Ooh.
I said, you look good out, no makeup, no lashes, even your makeup.
Ooh.
Okay, what song is that? But he's talking about you look good with no makeup and no lashes. Y'all know what song that is? Let me know, because I absolutely do not. But the baby know it.
Shame on.
And that's what he picked. I hope he keeps that standard. He knows what he likes. You look beautiful with none of that. Kids are so cute. They say the darndest things. You remember those? Bill Cosby? Remember the shows? The kids say the darndest things? Oh, they're going to spill it. Oh, they're going to tell you.
Oh. 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 Ooh. 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 Yeah.
As an educator and a parent, like this would be a classroom conversation. We would need a conference with the parents in this classroom. It would be a conscious parenting conversation.
Oh. Oh. Okay. I like that, Elias. Say. Oh.
C.
Oh.
D.
Ooh.
E. L. G.
Okay.
A.
Ooh.
I.
Ooh.
J.
Ooh.
K.
Ooh.
L. N. N. O. P.
Okay. Ooh. R. S. T. U. D.
W.
X. Y. and Z. Now pay notice. ABCs. Next time, won't you see them?
Okay. Kid appropriate. It's the kind of stuff they need to be singing, you know, the nursery rhymes and things, you know, even a hook to a commercial, like, you know. But Never Sexy Red, them kids should not be coming out their damn mouth at all. City girls should not be coming out their mouth. Our poor babies. Look at this pretty one. Come on, baby. What's she gonna sing? I'm so glad.
It's so funny what they hear on the song. Oh, what's your song?
My child, took around.
Ooh.
Yeah. So those babies are on social media. The ones who are singing the inappropriate things. I wonder how their parents feel. How would you feel knowing, even if you listened to some of these things, you know, and you didn't think your children were listening, and the teachers showed you this video, and one of your children was singing "Never Sexy Red" or "City Girls" or any kind of a ratchetness like that? How would you feel? How would you logically move forward with that? Do you think it's cute? Do you think that it's okay? Mm-hmm. Hey, Bella Rings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you pulling up and popping in. Yeah, Quantum. World class. Yeah. Yeah. Classroom time. So many things we could be doing. Like I would have had to stop and have a conversation. That wouldn't have let that continue. But did you see her face? Did she stop because she didn't know the words, or she stopped because she knew she shouldn't have been singing it? Then they have an audience in the back. A lot of the kids know the songs. They know them. You're not censoring them. We do whatever we want and think that if their face is in an electronic that they're not paying attention, but they are. Give your children positive, inspirational, uplifting, happy environments, media and music, because it exists. And if you have to do a little work to look for it, I can drop a whole bunch of links once this is over to an extreme amount of YouTube channels that are child appropriate. They can learn about Africa. There's other children who teach them and educate them about Africa, second languages, whether it's Arabic and Spanish. I think we're looking into Twi right now. It's a Guyanese, Ghana language, as well as American Sign Language, which so many educational songs, like there's so much information out there that are specifically for children. And if parents do not know that YouTube has a kids YouTube, do not allow your children on regular YouTube. Open up a kids YouTube app, and that's what they should be on. It's very censored, because even the commercials that come on when I used to let Madison watch a couple of shows or whatever, the commercials, very inappropriate. Talking about smoking weed and, cursing and, yeah, they don't censor it. So, we need to be more conscious, because your babies are going to school. And even if you're not teaching it, other little kids are teaching them. Best believe children, let's learn more from their peers. We learn a lot from our peers. Okay. Pre-K, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, all the way up. I don't care how much you tell your child to not be a follower. Look at y'all. We created a world full of followers. This is where we are now. It's amazing. Y'all support is so appreciated. The information, man, as a community, we should ban city girls and all that other ratchet stuff. Absolutely. This is where I'm going. Please sign a petition if you have not yet. Change.org. The link is in the description, and I believe it's in the chat. Please read anything before you sign it. And of course, for me, it's the first step to opening awareness of conscious parenting. Like the things we do to our children now will affect them later. Absolutely. Everything. There's a cause and effect. And if you didn't comprehend that in the 3rd and the 4th grade, then that's a goddamn problem. It's a problem. Shit. Okay. He said, she said, chimed in. It's like giving a child a blank canvas to create on, and they draw a rap video for Booty Hole Brown. Like, why you choose that, Billy? Why you choose that, Billy? Mm-hmm. Sorry. And our music is so dirty and ratchet now. It was back then when we was coming up. It was a little more discreet, a little more subtle. But now, everything is up for grabs. Choking and throating and balls and dick, pussy, everything. Every other word is a curse word. I actually read the lyrics. Like there's no context. Excuse me, man. What are you talking about?
Oh, God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy. Get your goddamn ugly ass.
Women talking about men. Yeah. The women are hurting the women. The women are hurting the women. I will repeat it. Women are hurting women. Just straight coming for women. For what? OG Patrice chimed in. My grandkids' video went viral on social media in the back of my son's vehicle singing Celebrate Good Times by Kool and the Gang. Innocence. We are not allowing them to have that. We are not allowing them to have that because they don't understand. And if they do, somebody's explaining it to them. Y'all grooming your children easily. Sex is at the forefront of most kids' minds. What's the problem? That's a problem for our society. And we wonder why we don't have any control. The last 20, 25, 30 years of TV exposure, reality TV is crazy. And if there was no censoring, the poor minds of our young adults. It's not a joke. Y'all know I love Lauryn. Lauryn Hill is one of my greatest inspirations. I'm so humbled by her music, so appreciative of her light and her energy and her perspective. Let's have a listen to what she had to say years ago, over 30 years ago.
The world is filled with way too many bright people for us to still have the problems that we have in the world. It's going to be our shame, you know what I mean? That we don't sit together and create people who invest with thought and consideration and care to solve the world's problems. If we can do all these things that we do digitally, technologically, economically, we can feed people, we can educate people through poverty. We can solve the problems of poverty. Poverty isn't even something that should exist in this world at this point. But we have the ability now to see the resistance, acknowledge it for what it is, and go beyond it, and go past it. We have the answers. We have so many of the answers. We have the technology. We have the wealth. We just have to be willing to share it. And in order for us to do that, we have to do the work in and on ourselves so that we can be conduits of change and improvement for other people. Because that's really what it's about. We have the ability. I think it just takes courageous folks, you know, who are not afraid to see the new world that's on the horizon. The world is filled with...
Shout out to the courageous folks. The shame of us of not invoking change. It's 35 years later. And ladies, I mean, I'm hard on the ladies because the comments, the promoting of it all, ladies, it's the ladies. Where's the support for the WNBA? No support for them ladies. The women are not filling up their stadiums, but we want equal pay for them, but we don't support them. We don't support the doulas, natural birth, education, being in the school, assisting, PTA. What happened to Mothers Against Drunk Driving? What happened to Mothers Against bullying? What happened to Mothers Against Methadone or whatever? Something. We're not standing for anything at this point. What's going on? Are we all desensitized? Because if the children are our future, it is our job as women, as the mothers in this society, to create a better consciousness so we can do better for our children. And it starts with self-reflection. Again, looking in that mirror. And if you don't know what that is, you need to write down some damn questions to yourself and look in the mirror and ask yourself, what have you done? How have you behaved? Did you get the outcomes you were desiring from your behavior? But it's destroying our kids. Red Lipstick Vibes is in the building. Hey, sis. Appreciate you pulling up and popping in. I know you probably missed the earlier parts. Had some babies singing some Never Sexy Red songs and City Girls crap. But it's time. What are they doing? Listen up, ladies. Listen up. Listen up. What are you doing to edify your community, your children? I can't stress that any harder, how important mothers are, us females, when we give birth to these children. It is a whole different move in your life of selflessness. And it's hard. It's not easy. And these conversations are not had at baby showers. Y'all bring the wine and worrying about taking pictures and somebody's nails. When every woman in there who have given birth, who have experienced children, should be educating that young new mother about all the trials and tribulations, about the fluctuation of the hormones, about getting your body back in order, eating right, breastfeeding.
This is a work of art.
But that's not what it's about. It's a big fucking party for everybody else, and let's see what we can get. You're supposed to be getting educated, getting ready for this baby, this life. We take it so lightly. 30 years later, we got our 18-year-olds throwing babies in the trash still, y'all, still. When all the provisions we have, any fire station, any old folks home, any hospital, they can drop the babies off at. And they're not doing that. We even showed y'all a couple of months back a New Mexico mother, 19 years old, in the hospital with her mother, went in the bathroom, delivered the baby, and put the baby in the trash and denied it. And mothers are crazy. How do you not know? Ladies, how do we not know our grown daughters? Because they're not babies, 18, 19, they're grown. Okay, what y'all say? They grown. Okay? And mothers don't know. Now these young girls are possibly going to jail. One absolutely might be seeking the death penalty in Alabama. It's sad. Explain to these young girls, if they are in a position like that there are resources, there are provisions. Please put the baby somewhere. You will not be held accountable. Put the baby somewhere. But now, no, it's murder. And she will be facing a lifelong time in prison. Our babies, man, 18 years old, because she didn't want the baby. Said it was too expensive, but not conscious enough to talk to somebody. We can't keep making excuses. Oh, we're scared and blah, blah, blah. Pay attention. No, this is life and death. It's important to have them hard conversations. Let's see. Let's check out New Mexico, young mother.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It came out of me and I didn't know. Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth. It was not crying or nothing. What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly. Where did you put?
I asked you, mothers, stand up. You even think your child is having sex and you don't know, you even think or feel like they're not getting their period. Go get a pregnancy test. Here, piss on this. Piss on this now. We lack authority. Seems like we're scared of our children. or scared of the accountability of them being uneducated and something like this happening, them lacking comprehension, something like this happening. They know about sex. They know how to open their legs and go in and out. But what happens? How do you not know? Ovulation, fertility, babies come from this. And mom, plausible deniability. I asked you, get a pregnancy test.
Tell me the truth.
517-836-460.
You put it in the bag?
Yes.
In what bag? Why did you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for
Mom,
this.
Mom, all right, just give it time, okay? Go to speak to detectives whenever she's ready, okay? You ready for the second one?
Parents, what to do? What to do in that situation? Shock, denial. It's like, do you want to get in trouble? What do you mean? She's going to get in trouble. We cannot be so clueless to the law. Blame it on being young, 19. She's an adult. But it's so many things, and we have to stop because the children are being destroyed. These young lives are going to be locked up behind bars for a very, very long time. And moms get to go. They get to go on with their life and be a victim. Because now they're the victim, right? My baby's in jail. I got to take care of my baby. We got to educate them. We dumb. The women, some of the things I come across, man, I came across another podcaster having a conversation with the young lady, and she really said some dumb shit. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Might want to get y'all's opinion. Nah, it's another one. It's right there. Dumb talk, consent of children.
And right now they're sexualizing children.
Damn. If they're underage and they choose to do something, like that's on them. Like, why are they watching?
Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there. That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Let me stop you there because you're a 24-year-old woman. You're grown as and you're saying that if a child chooses to watch this shit, it's on them. Okay, but that's why as men and women, it's our responsibility to make sure that we conduct ourselves worthy of an example for the youth. That's what it is. It's not about why are they watching. There's many children out there that are growing up without their father or their mother, and they don't have the proper guidance, and we're the only ones that are able to guide them. We live in an age of technology where we can say whatever we want, and it's our responsibility to say the right thing. So it's your responsibility what comes out your mouth. Sure, we are unfiltered, but the way that you're sharing your experiences is as if there's nothing wrong with experiencing one night stand as a lady, as a woman. When you got young women out there that look like you, that might be unguided by their mother or their father, who probably are tuning into this, and they're like, you know what? Camila looks like me. She has black hair like me. Matter of fact, I'm Colombian like she is. Maybe one night stands aren't that bad. It's our responsibility. You sound like these rappers, these singers who are like, well, take better care of their kids, and at the same time they won't allow their kids to listen to their own music. Yeah. That's why it's disgusting.
Again, for him to have to explain that. So if a child chooses to watch that, then they'll have to deal with whatever comes with it. The hell? Shame. Shame. These are young women. Shame. 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 These are y'all women. Y'all want me to tell them, yeah, it's okay to be a whore? Sure. Go ahead and have all the one night stands you want. And what's the consequence of that? Our 18-year-olds are throwing babies in the trash because of a one night stand. Even if it wasn't, they doing too much without understanding what's going to happen. Cause and effect, in and out, pregnant. It's not as easy to go do things anymore to get rid of it. So now they have to have them to term and throw them away when there's so many provisions. One night stands end up in pregnancy. Any type of screwing ends up in pregnancy. Even if you had 3 guys before that and none of them got you pregnant, the 4th one might do it.
Receive shots fired, request squad 946.
7415, any responding South Carzia, shots fired. Utilize caution.
We don't want this for our young girls. We do not. We want them to understand the power in the PUSSY is not allowing access. Only to deserving parties. One who would say, "You be my wife, please."
This is a work of art.
Shout out. Shavis Greener. Hey. First time being here. Hope all is well with you. Yes, thank you. I hope all is well with you. Welcome to Shame Sunday. And we try to give a self-reflection of shame. You know, it's a conscious feeling of humiliation or distress that's caused by the consciousness of wrong and foolish behavior. And when it comes to reality TV, social media, and music, oh my God, it is destroying our youth. And we're not censoring it. The adults of the last 30, 40 years, we ain't been censoring nothing. These kids are talking city girl stuff, stop at the red light, singing Never Sexy Red's music. It's all promoted. And when I look in the comments, the women, it could be all women in the and they promote it. Young female rappers talking about being choked and spit on. And y'all know the songs. It's a lot. You look at my show from last week, I probably had like 10 females up here, and it's horrible. It's horrible. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And as adults, mothers, and women, we need to pick a goddamn side. Y'all need to pick a side. Pick a side. She is 24 speaking like that, and she will likely become a mother someday. Shaking my head, shame. She will create unruly people that will wreak havoc in the world. Sister Soldier said it. If we do not educate them, they already look at us as uncivilized and irrational. She said that shit 30 years ago. It's a reality. Most of us walking around here irrational and uncivilized. Not just on the YouTube streets, out in the real world too. No kind of restraint. And we don't care. Care about these babies. Saw them running, they running from somebody. So they know the shame and what they doing. They know they shouldn't be doing it, whether if it's even just dancing on the tables and the chairs. They learned it from somewhere. It's like babies, 5, 6, 7. They shouldn't be doing none of that. Who told them it was okay to be on any types of furniture out in somebody's place of establishment? Where they learn that? Where they see that at? Think that's okay. Ladies, I know ain't no men jumping up on no damn table and twerking. Unless you got them around a whole bunch of gay boys. Again, conscious parenting. Don't make no damn sense. And this is not just YouTube. If I'd have been in the place and seeing that, I would have said something. What's going on? What? Excuse me? And deal with whatever happens behind that. Could never sit around and just see that and be like, oh, it's not my kid. Disgraceful. Distasteful. Damn shame. Goodness gracious. Thank you, moderator.
You destroy your brother worse than others.
Have you been disappointed that there have not been more members of the African American community, particularly leaders in the African American community, who've been willing to be on the front lines with you about rap music?
That has just
You know, that has hurt me more than all that white folks have done to me. You know, that has hurt me more because our people don't really understand the effect that this is going to have on our people. Because we're going to be gone, those of us who've been the fighters. And I'm glad you're recording this history, because all of us are going to be gone. And the kids, that's why they're recording it. All this music, that's all our kids will be hearing in 2020, 25 and 30 and 40. 2040 and 50, and they'll have to start fighting. Those who are knowledgeable now will have to start the whole civil rights movement again. Those who fail to learn the lessons of history are what? Doomed to repeat them.
Salute to C. Deloris Tucker, her in her later years. Speaking on the lack of support, you know, and it hurt her, not me, because I know the cause and effect of what I'm doing. And again, the fighters will always fight. It is what it is. And I'm setting a pathway for the generation behind me. We got a lot. And it will inspire and motivate, because we don't want our women to be destroyed. Like, I love y'all. I don't want the self-destruction. It's been happening a long time, but to see it so present now in these little people, it's amazing. And it's disgraceful again. And for us to not speak up on it, push back, cancel the pimp, whore, derogatory, over-sexualized female rap. Because we used to be so concerned about the men. The men are hurting us. The men, they listen to this stuff and they're going to treat us like this. But women, ladies, the Puerto Rican princess, and that chicken head reared her head every Puerto Rican. Now they the Puerto Rican princess.
Receive shots fired.
You know, those images are not yours. And that's the worst part to me. You don't even know who you are. And you take on those images, these ratchet, horrible chicks on these reality shows looking for any type of goddamn attention, screwing everybody, baby daddies all up the wazoo. It's amazing. Y'all are inspired by it. Censor your children. 18 and under. It's your job. You tell them I controls this. Have that solidified in your home. You got these kids raising parents. The kids are running the house. Say no. Take it away. So with this promoting conscious parenting, the email is just that, promoteconsciousparenting@gmail.com. Anyone looking for tips and strategies to detox themselves as well as their children off of these electronics. It is hard, and it is a thing. They are addicted. Y'all seen some stories, little kids deleting their parents, relatives, because they didn't buy something or turned off the Wi-Fi or said no to something. That's a problem. There's no honor. There's no honor to mother, father, grandma, grandpa. There's no respect. And all those things come from home. It comes from home. It starts at home. You are the first educator. And if you don't have manners and you're unruly and uncivilized, your goddamn children will be too. If your ass is unclean and your house is unkept, your children will be too. If you're not eating anything healthy and you're eating all kind of fast food and junk food, your children will be unhealthy. Look forward to 18 and 19 of diabetes and all kinds of illnesses. Be conscious of what you're doing. This is where we at. And you have people that don't want me to speak up, don't want me to say something. I'm gonna continue to do what I do. Chaos Culture Radio, welcome. Appreciate you pulling up and popping in. Doc is in the building. Let's talk live. How you doing? Self-destruction. And now we see everything that she's saying playing out like a movie before our eyes today. Absolutely. What a damn shame that we didn't listen to her. Some of us were listening. Some of us were listening because we loved the gangster music. We loved our era of gangster music, but the children weren't allowed to listen to it. It wasn't played all the time on the radios. You know, there was a time where things were played more later on in the evening, you know, when you would think children are not listening. But, you know, now kids don't have no regulated bedtime. They get to do whatever they want. They stay up to the middle of the night and then they can't stay up in class. I'm talking first, second, third, and fourth graders. Y'all are not taking them electronics from them at night. They are going to sleep with them things in their faces. And there will be an effect. There's an effect to it all. And if you're not educating yourself about the effects of these electronics to these kids, that's not conscious parenting. You take it away and they have a fit, that's a problem. Got to detox. I'm talking 2-3 years old. Detox. You must take it away now. It's very unhealthy for their little minds. And we're not sitting there with them watching every little thing. So, you know, they're absorbing so many things and you have no clue who your child is. No clue. No clue. Could be building a bomb. Meeting a man at 11 years old at McDonald's. You better stop playing.
Looking for the hoochie daddy. Where they at? Where the niggas that get ratchet? Where they at? My son need a new pappy. I'm out here.
The babies is singing it. The babies. The babies. Listen up, females. Listen up.
Ask yourself, what the fuck am I twerking for? How is this edifying my community? How is this edifying me? How is this edifying my children? When I shake my naked ass on stage and get out in front of the world and put my camera on, what am I representing about my black community? What am I saying about my legacy? I'm representing my mother, my father, my ancestors. And right now you at war and all you representing is some slaves that's been dumbed down, you've been brainwashed, and you've been fucked into submission. So now all you want to do is fucking just stay down. Actually,
how are they edifying our community? It's not doing us any good service with these images that our young female influencers are exhibiting. Yeah.
So don't keep taking.
Nothing but hate to other women, telling other women that they hate them. You know, you hate the way I look, you hate my man. Ego tripping, you know, being beat up, choked and spit and like, yeah, this is where the music is. We need to get back to the Queen Latifahs and the MC Lights and the soldiers. Yeah, y'all remember that? Last week, I gave y'all some bars. The whole lyrics to self-destruction is so prevalent and relevant today. Because we were heading for it then. Oh, we're there.
America have a very serious problem, but our people have a very serious problem. America's problem is self-destruction. Yeah, it was self-destruction. Self-destruction. Yeah, it was self-destruction. Self-destruction. Yeah, it was self-destruction. Self-destruction. Yeah, it was self-destruction.
Yeah, and the men ain't no better with the music. Man, you ain't no better.
love you too much. I love you too much to not be honest with you. Rick Ross, you could do better, brother. Meek Mill, you could do better, brother. I
want to hear that.
Jim Jones, you could do better, brother. I love you too much. I love you too much to not be honest with you. Rick Ross, you could do better, brother. Meek Mill, you could do better, brother. I love you too much not to be honest with you. Are you the face of prison reform? Because are you the face of prison reform? Or are you sitting here on your new song with Ross talking about getting somebody murked and shot at the red light? Which one is it, bro?
The girls is twerking at the red light, and the men are pulling up and getting shot at the red light. Either way, gangster rap, pimp rap, prostitution rap, poor rap, no originality, because it's all, it is crazy. Yeah.
Which one is it, bro? Because I did a shoe giveaway in my city and gave out 1,300 pairs of your shoes because they said reform underneath them. And I love that you partnered with a major shoe company and you out here pushing prison reform. But now I got to sit here like, man, this man glorifying getting people killed as of a week ago. Like, what are you doing, bro? Lil Snoop really got killed. That broke your heart. You wear him around your neck. Why are you glorifying the same thing when my best friend got killed? When Carl got killed, New Orleans know who I'm talking about. When Carl got killed, and I had to go to his funeral and read the eulogy and be part of the funeral. And I got back in my car, Sway, after the funeral, and I turned on my music, and I realized I'm listening to music that's glorifying the same stuff that just happened to my best friend.
That's self-reflection. That's self-reflection. You know, and especially men who's been in the game. But again, you know, the media is controlled by others. So they say, this is all you can make. This is all you can make. And they locked in. You know, so I agree with the brother. You know, we can do better, especially these dudes been in the rap game for so long now. Like, are you living that life? Are you stopping at a red light, murking on somebody with your big dookie ghost chains and your big fat ass belly? Fuck. It's a damn shame, man. I don't like none of them niggas.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I stick with my old school rap. Woo. Biggie, Pac, all that. But our kids wasn't privy to hear a lot of it. Some of the good stuff, the inspirational stuff, the healthy stuff, absolutely. They listen to Nas and Biggie and Pac and Kool Moe Dee, Public Enemy. Our kids know a plethora of music and genre. Okay? Everything. Country, K-pop, Spanish music, albums that were in English, made to Spanish. Like, come on. Give them the vegetables. Who child? But D1 is talking. I appreciate this brother. He is definitely on the same page as myself. It needs to be called out. It's destroying us and our image. Damn shame.
Shame on you.
Get back to the interview.
It gave me chills. And I needed that moment. That was my come to Jesus moment of like, D, you got to do something different, brother, because you have a taste for this poison, but you're attracted to the poison. And rap is great. The rap game, hip hop industry is great at cooking up some delicious poison. I don't call you out because I got a problem with you, man. Like, I wish we could go get lunch right now, me and any of them. I love you too much to not be honest with you.
There you go.
That's what it is, bro.
Yep.
And so if anybody feel bad about being called out, it's like let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk about it and let's just figure out what we can do better. But at the end of the day, guess what's not changing? The word of God ain't changing.
Okay.
There's death and life in the power of the tongue, Proverbs 18:21. That's not changing. And trying with this foolish argument that it's just entertainment. This ain't real. How many more people got to die in the hood, man? How many people at the end of the day lives got to get ruined and poisoned, and how many rappers got to get killed for us to be like, come on, man? When it's hip hop, it's a whole culture, and it's implied that this is autobiographical and this is nonfiction tales that people are telling. How much does that have to happen? So don't hit me with that. People just don't want to confront the reality of this stuff, man.
Do we believe it needs to be a separation between hip hop and rap, gangster rap, street rap, slutty whore pimp, ratchet rap? Like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
We got to draw a line. What side you on? They can have their own genre of music. All of hip hop is not to blame. Because first hip hop had nothing to do with none of that. Wasn't talking about none of that. All inspirational self-reflection. I read the lyrics to the self-destruction of a lot of different people coming together, building to talk about this. And it was about moving up positively and motivational. And this music is not that. Like a couple months back, didn't we do a show about sociopaths and psychopaths? And it was absolutely a rap. I don't even know his name. Straight up psychopath. Killing, murking people and writing rhymes about it. King Von. Like, that's not hip hop. That's not hip hop. Well, I don't know. No. That ain't hip hop. Let's call it psychopath rap. When y'all want to do that, sociopath rap. Because they're creative. Let's talk live. That industry is now the dangling carrot to temporary riches, absolutely, and perpetual destruction. Robert Townsend said, there's always work at the post office, but the design of poverty made the carrot bling. Absolutely, I agree. That was a great movie. Robert Townsend was also a visionary, as well as Damon Wayans, also a visionary. Okay? I'm going to get you, sucker. Child. Dr. Nakumbe is in the building. Welcome, sir. Woo, child. If you didn't catch the last hour and a half, we are in self-destruction. We're not heading for it any longer. Again, change.org. There's a petition I created. Conscious parenting and monitoring the media, responsible media consumption for children. So we have to promote conscious parenting. And D1 is absolutely on our side. We are on the same fight, as well as the prison doctor, the educator, advocate. Just a few people who are in the fight, and they're actually doing a lot of the work. Right now, I'm just on paper and in my local community. But it's the start. It's the start.
Do a lot for the people.
Mm-hmm. He talked about lyrics.
I don't care about none of that.
Of course you don't. Because he's a joke. As soon as you say something, as soon as it's amazing what he says. And many of y'all sound like that. I don't care what you say. Sounds like a woman. He was raised by a woman. Wasn't he? Learn how to kiss from his mama? Come on now. These kind of adults we don't want. We don't want the adults who don't care about all the children. You only care about your goddamn children, and some don't even care about their own goddamn children. How we expect them to care about the community of children? All of the children, they don't.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
I really do a lot for the people.
Mm-hmm. He talked about lyrics.
I don't care about none of that.
Okay.
In real life, I do a lot for the people. Miss me with the rhetoric about what I do in my music. I get money off my music. Don't tell me how to make my dollars. You gotta watch whose names you mentioning out here.
Mm-hmm.
You heard?
Yeah.
Because my little cousin might not like how you mention my name.
Don't say no freedom of speech. Because somebody say your name, now you gotta be deleted. I gotta come for you because I say your name and I don't like your music. Don't think you're an inspirational, motivating force for the future of our freaking generation, yeah, I gotta say something. Nobody want nobody to say anything but freedom of speech, right? You can say what you want, but I can't say what I want, right? Yeah, your stuff is lame. Your music is whack. What you're saying ain't got no context. Like, dude, really? Are you even relevant now? Who's bumping Jim Jones in the club or in the cars? Who's doing that? Reality show ho? Come on. All those really, come on, man. It's amazing. I'm gonna do anything for money. This is where we at. That's what the brother said. Anything. We come from shit. You dangle that carrot in my face, $200,000. Sound like a lot of money to me. Let's do it. What you say? I gotta say choke and fuck in butthole? Yes, I'll do it. Give me the money.
Receive shots fired. Request squad 946.
7415. Any responding South Garcia? Shots fired. Utilize caution.
I'm not just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it with my little baby, my son on my hip, talking about eating ass and shit. Yeah. No. This is where we at. It's horrible. I'm complaining about the men when the women are fucking destroying shit. Stop.
You heard? And then he might want to slap a dread out your head just because he don't understand that you using my name for fame and he don't understand that.
Yeah.
There's a certain way to go about certain things when you're using certain people's name. When you do certain things, it's a reaction for every action.
What's the best way?
It's out now. It ain't no best way to have a conversation.
Ain't no code of respect no more. Them days is over. Ain't no code. There's no OG code. There's no OG street code. No YouTube loyalty code. Ain't none of that. No more. The hell? You lame. He called you out on your lameness. It is what it is. Now he gotta die because he said your name and you didn't like what he said. Y'all are horrible. This is human. This is human respect. Huh? Freedom of speech? Shit is crazy. He sound like a woman. He was raised by, I don't care, sign language and threats. Dr. Nakumbe chimed in. Who are those peeps you just named? Prison Doc. And who else? Any links to their content? Absolutely. I can research them. Just need the names again. Absolutely. The Prison Doctor. When I first started sharing him on YouTube, he had like 193 subscribers. He's up to probably like 60,000 now. He's a retired cop, and he goes around to families' homes like Nanny 911, but on some raw deal cop shit. Y'all in here acting a fool, you know? So he got a nice team and everything, and he's absolutely been busting it out all year. So check him out, the Prison Doctor, and you got the Educator's Advocate. The Educator's Advocate. Her name is Brianna Henderson. Just one N, Briana Henderson. She's awesome as well. She goes around and consults with schools and districts about how educators are to handle children, as well as how to change their strategies and, you know, to move forward in a better manner, as well as parents. So I think she's more so working with the schools though. But they are definitely trying to get out there and change, you know, some people's lives, some families' lives, because these kids are out of control. And a lot of it has to do with the electronic consumption. Hard to snatch it away. They are addicted. But they don't need to be hearing this crap. Check them, D.
See me when he see me now.
Okay.
You heard?
If he reached out.
He had the chance. He could have reached out.
That
avenue of talking to me is out.
That's out.
You heard? I had the same conversation with Farrakhan.
How did that go?
He summoned me.
Uh-huh.
For saying his name.
Oh, okay.
You ain't Farrakhan.
Yeah.
You is not Farrakhan. You kidding me? You are not Farrakhan. Farrakhan can summon a nigga for saying his name. You don't have that authority, sir. Everybody don't like you. And for a grown man to be mad that the man ain't on his, really? That ain't grown man shit. You don't like my shit? Oh, well, like, but all of this, that's little boy lame shit, in my opinion. I'm just saying. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
You did? Yeah. If you know now what you're talking about, young man, let me school you to what you're doing. Well, yeah, it is music. So in a bit of music, you do get,
yeah,
you do get what you get.
You mean he can't talk and explain anything. Yeah, you know, with music, you know, because with music, you get what you get. What? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean, sir? Well, some of y'all talk like this. It's just nonsense. You know what I mean? No, when I go into the studio, I go in specifically with a song, okay? Some type of context, a beginning, a middle, a end, a hook, ad-libs, and a beat. It's thought out. Yeah, it's not. It's not. Y'all not doing that. Y'all just saying word salads and putting it on a beat. It's not making our children want to be smarter. I'll tell you that.
Still in the entertainment business. But miss me with the bullshit, you heard? When you see me, keep your hand down, you heard? Where you from, New Orleans? Don't play with me like that. People from New Orleans already called me, you heard? You preacher, get out of here.
I'm told to.
What was that, King?
You told? So we ain't gonna get into that.
He's bullying and shaming him for being on the good foot, for speaking for righteousness and inspiration and positivity. And nigga, you've been in the game 30 years. You can't come up with something better than street talk. Are you even living that life? Living in $1 million homes and driving $1 million cars and jewelry and businesses? You shouldn't be rhyming like that. You should be spitting rhymes that's telling these little niggas how to get money in the business world. That's how your growth should be developing. Not still spewing the same gangster bull crap, because you're not living that life. You know, cousins and your little niggas that grew up in the hood. Yeah, some of them are living it, but this is all he's saying. You are an image for our young black boys. I mean, you ain't been relevant for a long time, and I'm just saying. But I don't know who is influenced by your shit, but you still coming out with stuff, so obviously something's going down. But D1 is on it, spot on. I salute him for speaking up around the country and all that he's doing. So this young man, please, y'all support him, protect him as well, because this is the beginning of the fight for the future. It's the beginning of the fight. It's going to take 2-3 generations of us for this to start changing, because it's not. It's just going to get worse. You're going to have a 6-year-old out here talking about fuck her pussy. And y'all think it's cute. Mm-hmm.
From New Orleans? Don't play with me like that. People from New Orleans already called me, you heard? You preacher, get out of here.
I'm told to.
What was that, King?
He told?
Yeah, he told.
So we ain't gonna get into that. I just want to heat him up. Will you snap on him?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Look
like you sell incense.
We got other things we could go. But listen, I'll say this.
Had to go on Love and Hip Hop to get some money. Get out of here, lame. Your lady was treating you like a lame. Please. I was tuning in. I was a little bit back then. My kids don't know who the hell these people are. Thank goodness. Wait, hey, Anya. Wait, was Jim Jones the one complaining about not being offered water at a high-end store? Bitch. Straight female stuff. Go spend your money. You worrying about somebody bringing you some champagne or greeting you and this and that. It's crazy. And he didn't leave and still probably spent money. Man, I go in a McDonald's with my kid and they act a fool. I'll never bring my child back to that McDonald's. You understand? Go to any store, they act a fool. I will never go back. And I'll tell them, yeah, I'm going to report this to your district and I probably won't be coming back here ever. You lose customers. That's not what businesses want to do. People get reprimanded. Shit is crazy. He's a lame. Shout out to D1. Mona's in the building. Hey, Mona T. I hope all is well. Had a lot of trigger warnings over the last hour and a half prior. Got these kids out here listening to this horrible, ratchet, pimp whore, prostitution music, all these female rappers. It's amazing, sis. I got to draw a line. I'm right along with D1. The nonsense needs to be called out. And everybody will do anything for some money. And it's a damn shame. Because our young women are selling their souls and inspired to create stripper, pimp whore music. That kind of sounds good. I'm still trying to figure that out. But it's definitely not hip hop. They need to stay out of that category. Even gangster rap, stay in gangster rap. It's not hip hop. And if you tuned in last week, did the whole lyrics to Self-Destruction, visionary, pivotal. For a person to have 5 lines in the song and it be so profound, it was amazing. I would do it again, but I'm not. Y'all can check that out from last Sunday, but it was awesome. But 30 years later, we are absolutely in self-destruction when it comes to media, social media, the unruly, irrational humans that we are. Shit needs to be called. It needs to be called out. I created a petition on change.org to promote conscious parenting and responsible media consumption for children. And that's the first thought. Trying to get this name for this category of these damn women's. Let's finish up Jim Jones and his bull crap.
Look how he sell chew sticks on 2/5 by the 4 train.
Come on, let's not do that. Come on, Jim.
It's cool.
No, but listen, what I'm saying is, I'm glad you addressed it.
Bro, he's not.
Yeah,
bro,
yeah.
let's not even talk about him. I
Okay.
don't even know him.
Let's move on.
I don't really care about him. He's a figment of my imagination.
Well, let me say this.
Yeah, but you just did you spent the whole time talking about him, and now he's a figment of your imagination. You had insults and shame and all that, but you don't care. Shit is crazy, man. Shit's crazy.
Stand on the way you deliver it, and he got to deal with it. This is what I stand. This is what I stand on business.
I said the individuals' names. I said, I love you too much to not be honest with you.
Don't hear that.
Then I said their names, and I said, brother, I love you too much to not be honest with you. I reiterated that.
It's all love, man. It's all love and abundance while we're here. Word. Whether you want to call it righteousness, honor and respecting the ancestors, all of that, all of it. Take it all of it. Yep. Let's finish this.
Then the one individual who chose to let emotions and ego, I think, like dictate their response to me. That person, I didn't even go in detail about them. I went in detail talking about the brother Meek Mill, and shout out to Meek Mill.
Shout out to Meek.
You know why? Yeah. Shout out to Meek Mill because Meek responded as well. Meek reposted the video clip where I was primarily talking about him, and I quote myself. All I said was, yo, if you the face of prison reform, I said, are you the face of prison reform or are you glorifying murder in your new song, that you just dropped? I said, well, like, which one is it, brother? I said, because, like, I was proud of you, coming out of jail and the stances that you have taken and the growth that you've shown in so many aspects of your life. And I got nephews who listen to you. I got youth that I work with all across this country who listens to you, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I said that Meek's response, I got to applaud him because he responded and he was honest, number one. Even if I disagreed with his stance, he was honest, and he didn't reply with emotion or ego.
Yeah.
He replied and said, nah, we do everything, LOL. Basically saying I could be the face of prison reform and I could glorify murder in my music. He was like, I've been rapping this way since before I was the face of reform. He was like, y'all forgot that fast? So, and that's what that was. In terms of anyone else responding, I know me saying people's names, would I say it any differently? You know what's interesting is that the more important conversation is about the principle and not the person. Mm-hmm. The principle right here is that I'm drawing a line. This is good. I want people to hear this.
I'm with you.
Right now, for the first time in a long time, I'm drawing a line in the sand in the hip-hop industry. And all I'm doing is simply drawing that line and saying, what side of the line are people on? If you stand for and want to represent righteousness, then you're on this side of the line. And if you want to represent evil and negativity, then you're on that side of the line. I'm still not.
What side of the line you on? Straight like that. That's where we at, and always been there. It's not new. Our family and friends ain't on YouTube. They're not, YouTube people. But they support the message. They support the tribe. Somebody had to do it. I appreciate coming across him. Thanks, babe, for pointing him out to me. Be finding it, babe. Mm-hmm.
on that line and saying, what side of the line are people on? If you stand for and want to represent righteousness, then you're on this side of the line. And if you want to represent evil and negativity, then you're on that side of the line. I'm still not judging you if you're on that side, but let's draw that line. Because you know what God hates more than people on either side of that line? God hates people who are lukewarm.
Yeah.
That's in the word. And the whole industry is lukewarm at this point.
Yeah.
And that's the issue, is all I'm doing is drawing a line behind Turk. And because I'm drawing a line and being like, let's dissect what's actually being put out there right now and what we are consuming. I'm asking fans, pick what side of the line y'all are on too. And me drawing that line is making a lot of people uncomfortable because now they're like, man, this whole industry is lukewarm and we was very comfortable right there. And this is making people uncomfortable.
Yep. Growth and change is uncomfortable. It's making a lot of people uncomfortable. It is. A lot of us, when we start talking on our points and visions, yeah, it's not received well. And that's okay. Still gonna push, still gonna fight, still gonna do what we do. Because there's a message, you know, and showing y'all all of those horrible female rappers. I have nothing against them personally. Absolutely not. But it's their principle. It's their message that I'm against. And I understand dangling a carrot in front of people who really like carrots. They're going to do anything. Sell their souls, like I said. Their integrity, no principles. And then we end up with this. Our babies are exposed to the shit. And that's where we come in. Mothers, we got to draw a line. We got to stand up for them. Because there will be an effect. There will be an effect.
I'm at town. Ooh. Yeah. My red light. No. Go ahead. He is trying to see me, and trying to see me, and he's trying to say what's up.
In Alabama, 18-year-old Jakayla Ashanti Williams allegedly gave birth at home and later disposed of her newborn baby by putting him in a trash compactor at a local dumpster. Initially, she claimed to have handed the baby to a hospital worker, but surveillance footage contradicted her story. Williams later confessed to leaving the baby in a dumpster because she did not want to be a mother at her age and felt it was too expensive. The child's remains were found inside the dumpster, wrapped in a mattress protector, and placed in a duffel bag that had been zipped shut. Investigators believe the baby was alive when Williams put it in the compactor. During a preliminary hearing, the state announced they would seek the death penalty for Williams. Her defense argued for a reasonable bond, citing her need for mental health treatment, but prosecutors deemed her a danger to children. The case has been submitted to a grand jury. Judge Benjamin Lewis said he would take bond arguments into consideration.
This is part of the city girl mentality, persona, idea, influence. Because these are uneducated young girls about their body and being pregnant and the provisions that are set, y'all. 30 years. Simply, fire station, drop the baby off. You can knock at the next door neighbor and drop the baby off. It's a lot of things that will not hold criminal consequences for women. It's been. But we want to get the bag because her reasons for not wanting to have that baby is because they cost too much. She want to have money to get her hair and her nails done and floss in the camera and in the pictures. Like, now she has a mental illness. Now it's considered mental illness. It wasn't mental illness when she was pumping in and out. Huh? She wasn't mentally troubled when she was pumping in and out. But this is what we're going to use in court. We're doing them such a disservice by allowing them to be influenced by this type of foolery. Media, any of that reality shows with any of them bitches on there with their fucking frontals and nails and cantankerous ass attitudes and demeanors, disrespectful, disgraceful, half naked, 20 years. They've been growing up watching this shit. This young girl is 18 years old. She's absolutely been influenced by it. Look at the wig on her head. Cocked to the side, hair, baby hairs, probably tattooed. Like, it's becoming really ridiculous. And nobody is up to say anything. Well, shame. Because shit should be said beforehand. Embrace this young woman. Nobody knows she's pregnant. Mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, friend. No friends that's going to support and say, sister girl, we are not together. Women are a disaster against other women. We are hurting each other. Talking about the men. We can't even build with each other. We can't even respect each other's perspectives and insight. It's a damn shame. But this is where we are. I didn't create it. I'm exposing it, though. Got to show y'all. There's a lot of young people coming up with these babies. Y'all got 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds and even 17-year-olds. Ask them some questions. You better start digging and diving into who they are. You think you know. You think you know, but they walking around pregnant and you don't know. Plausible deniability. Now, these young women are going to be locked up for the rest of their life because they were misinformed.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Forever victims now. Somebody did it to me. Conscious parenting. Promote conscious parenting. Okay? You do not want your child to be sitting behind bars because they killed your grandchild. Like, this is real shit. That was our grandbaby. Even if you didn't want it, if you'd have made us aware, we'd have took it. You understand? Like, there's so much more. Some stories are becoming more and more, y'all. Everybody doesn't have rights to go and handle some things, but they need to be educated and keep their goddamn legs closed till they're really ready. One time, you can lose your virginity and have sex one time and be pregnant. They need to know that. They need to know. They need to know that a boy can sneakily pull a condom off and you got to be aware. You got to be conscious. So many things. But to not give them any of this information and send them out into the world as misguided young adults, it's shameful and it's disgraceful. And ladies, it's our fucking fault. Take some of that. Eat that. Mothers, eat that. Mama behind that young lady should absolutely eat some of that. It's unfair. We're setting them up for failure. Let's Talk Live chimed in there.
Adjust your attitude. For questions or complaints, please contact the manufacturer.
Contact the damn manufacturer. Let's Talk Live. There was power in the COINTELPRO plant statement. Get your hands out my pocket. Just before the deletion of Malcolm X. In the bigger picture, it was a declaration of uncomfortability. I said that to our 23-year-old. I said, do you think to some degree it was overturned because they want us to take more responsibility of our own goddamn kids and educate our own goddamn kids? School system is shit. They're talking about taking it down to 4 days. Like, be more responsible for your children. Families are shit because both parties have to go to work. We have to consider living a little more frugal, a little bit less than. So the potential for one parent to be home can be an option. But we are so guided by the Joneses. Y'all watch that? The Joneses. If they got it, I want it. They driving that car with them rims, I want it. Gotta have the flyest this and the newest that. It's bullshit.
Shameful shit.
And it's sad that we are raising our children like that because they need the newest iPhone and the newest device. And that's horrible because they're addicted to the shit.
Shameful shit.
Children, they shouldn't be addicted to nothing but love from parents. They're addicted to everything else. They can care less about you. A lot of kids. They love them devices more than they love you. And y'all know it. Hard to take it away, huh? Yeah, because you're going to have to give them some damn attention. Like, you'll be the focus. You will be the focus. Oh, my goodness. I just sat down with my sons to ask them what was on their mind. We go through phones, too. Absolutely. And not just what's on their mind. Got to dig a little deeper. You know, how you been sleeping at night? What do your dreams look like? Like, are you dreaming? What kind of dreams do you have? You know, you get hungry in the middle of the night. You waking up? Like, it's a lot of questions. You don't want to get your kids comfortable with yes and no questions, because that's all they expect. You know, where all the answer you desire is yes and no. Oh, please, that's quick. That's quick. Shut mommy and daddy up. Shut them up quick. No, open-ended questions where they're going to have to talk, tell you something. You know, so you have to get to know them because they're good liars. We teach them how to be very good liars. They're very truthful, and it's a quick switch. And you don't even know it. They become very good liars and manipulators. So, you know, learn your kids because they're learning you. Oh, Lord, they are watching you and they are learning you. Okay. They know how to push your buttons and everything. And if you're really struggling and having a really hard time, check into the prison doctor. He does do home calls. So, you know, you will be on the list. The team will contact you and y'all will go from there. But basic tips and strategies, if anybody needs any assistance, they know someone who is looking for some type of super nanny support, holla at me. I got tips and strategies up the wazoo. And I would say it is absolutely individualized because each child, each parent is a whole different situation. And I take it as such. So, you know, promote conscious parenting at gmail.com. You're welcome to share it with anyone who may need some assistance. And feel free to contact us because we're here to support, man. I love y'all. I love y'all babies and your grandbabies and your future grandbabies because they are our future. You know, so we want to kind of sit this here for them. Hopefully they'll have that blueprint of what not to do and what's been exposed already and to reflect and see that there's more of an inspirational path, a better motivation, you know, to seek than the disaster. Dr. Nakumbe, sad and informative. Attachment, relationships. Infant-parent attachment is not talked about enough, and people don't realize it until the stimuli hits. A double consequences for her, now a triple consequence as she sits in jail. Absolutely. And her legacy is done. To the world class, welcome to the parent sphere. Parent sphere. We got to be conscious, man. We got to do better for them. You know, even if I didn't want to do better for myself, I have to do better for them. You know, and that smoking cigarettes. Child, just being a product of your environment. I was probably like 11, 12, and really a smoker at maybe 13, 14. Word. Seriously. Shame. Absolute. Put me in a box. For real, for real. Luckily, I did not destroy my lungs. But it took finding out me having an ailment at 40 and I stopped completely. So shout out to me for having that discipline. It was hard. You know, some of those addictions are really hard to quit, even something like nicotine. So there's support there. A lot of places offer free patches. A lot of states offer free patches and ways to quit. So seek those out in your city if you are desiring that, because that is one addiction that's really hard to quit. So we all have our vices, you know, and temperance is something that we all need to learn, you know, everything in moderation, some restraint, and it's best for our kids, man. You know, telling them no is okay. It's really okay. Don't let them run your house because they start taking control. And if they're influenced by this world, they have no clue of the real world. So it's our job to prepare them for that. And there's so many great influences on this social media, you know, giving some great information. Mona D, Red Lipstick Vibes. Take heed to the message. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, sis. We got J Mac out here. Goodness gracious. We got the Real Princess. We got Almond Eyes. The Real Precious. I said the Real Princess. Precious. Now we try to recruit the Real Princess. Puerto Rican Princess. No. But I appreciate all you ladies doing the work that you're doing. Dating to marriage support, Lady Di. Yep, and James. Appreciate y'all. And there's a line drawn, you know, pick a side. Y'all want y'all cantankerous ratchet shit, you know, keep that. You know, we might pop in and peek in a little bit, see what's happening and see if it's still happening, and it is. So, you know, yeah. I don't beat that. Yeah. Don't get mad because I'm watching. Come on now. You put it out there. Stay to watch. Yeah, that's right. Right. That's when y'all get the viewers. Right. Yeah. Get some content. But yeah, if you haven't signed that petition, please go over and check it out at change.org. Because children are our future. And I'm going to keep bringing it, and I'm going to keep bringing some self-reflection and some education and some support, because I get a lot of calls. I support a lot of people, and I don't brag about y'all on social media. Y'all know I love y'all, and it's genuine. Holla at your girl when you need me. Y'all have a great week. Shout out to all the veterans. Y'all know y'all appreciate it. We love y'all. Y'all did a lot of work for the service and everything. Y'all know. We already gave them shouts out, but I love y'all anyway. Do something for somebody besides yourself. Protect these kids, yo. Monitor what they watching and what they see. There's so much old school family quality music, media and movies and such, dig back in, dive into those things and share that family quality time with your babies. All right. Man gonna be man. She said. Man gonna be man. So, I think my husband hungry, so I'm going.
Boys don't eat that.
Why?
Boys don't eat. I don't eat noodles. I'm a grown man.
Word. Y'all have a good one. Peace, y'all.
You see, baby, I don't do this just for the recognition. I do it for the children. You can take the children and bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on the knee and then sing a melody. The Varnell man, did you mean he's mine? That was lovely. That was beautiful. Johnny Gill should sign you up. My.
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
I'm Paul Stanley of KISS. It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
BOS on the track. Yeah.